today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Washington. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit. Good-naturedly, but they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, London.
They'll set up a throw. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 47-yard.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Terry McLaurin.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 80 yards.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They moved it well, but here's third down.
They had to write down at the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Throwing on first down. Pittman. That's complete to Jake Butt. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
6 yards pickup. Brings up second and 4.
Off the bootleg. Pittman. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
The 49-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Pittman. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the gun, Pittman. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. They'll run for the first time now with James White. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pittman. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
For the Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 11.
Going on the ground, it's White. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Pittman, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. He's at the 50, the 40, 30, the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Quarterback sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. From 21 yards away. And Washington going to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And they will be in the playoffs as champs of the AFC East. But as it stands right now, Charles, they still would have to host a game on Wild Card Weekend because they're still looking up at that #1 seed.
And that's when you tell your team, remember, guys, at the beginning of the season, what was our deal?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Pass intercepted by Washington.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
London about set to take over on offense. They've got to be saying, boy, thanks for this field position.
Yeah, remember their last drive in which they scored a touchdown. That one also began in excellent field position, so let's see if they can capitalize a second time.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt.
Number 20.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
They'll look to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Number 37. Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 6 yards.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jonnu Smith hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
At their own 20.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Here's White. And a fast footwork by White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Patriots.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Patriots, nothing.
On 1st and 10, Pittman, and this is incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Johnson, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Operating from the gun. Pittman, he gets it left side to Johnson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
35-yard line.
From the gun, Pittman. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 32-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Pittman. A throw right side caught by Keene. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Pittman. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Chase Young, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Field goal is good. Makes this Washington 17.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
They'll run on first down. Baxter, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and 7.
That one is slant to McLaurin. And all the way in for the touchdown. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
They run the draw play. This is White, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
33-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
On third down, a run from White. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it will be Washington football now with a first and 10. And time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. As we find ourselves in Week 17, he's already well over the 1,000-yard mark. So there's no pressure there. We'll just see where this final tally ends.
And I love what you just talked about there. There's no pressure. There's pride, right? So the higher he can take that number and rank with his peers, everyone wants to be number 1. He wants to post that number like a good golfer, right? Post the best score and go to the clubhouse and kick back and see if anyone can match it.
Well, and he's the go-to guy here out wide. We'll see what they can do with him in this game defensively. They have a big challenge on their hands. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Third down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
He's tackled.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. On second down now, Baxter. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. A pair of first downs gives him a first and 10 up at the 44. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. Back to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And to give this time to the tailback. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
3rd down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Yeah, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And he's got it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Patriots.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. From 3 yards out. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Now Jones. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw on second down. Pittman, and he will find his man on the end route, complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Pittman. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the gun on third down. Pittman. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. He gets it to James White.
Pittman's pass.
So on third down, a field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
31. Patriots 3.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
56. Mike, 56. Go. 56.
1st down, here's White. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off play action. Pittman is going to let this go deep for Lee. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Pittman. He'll drop it underneath to White. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
1st and 10 at their own.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7 and a Washington 1st down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
2nd and 13. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They start the drive with White. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Pittman. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun on 3rd down. Pittman, and that will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They're on 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, Baxter. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now this throw caught left side and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. From 3 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Jones.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense?
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
On the play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Going to give this time to the tailback. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses, it's understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Take over 1st and 10 at
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though?
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a throw here, hauled in. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. New England on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Patriots 6.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Baxter, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun, Pittman. Caught on the right side by Jones. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. A tackler almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Washington offense back out there. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. The game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Baxter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
31. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And 8 yards.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They'll run on 1st down. Baxter, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Baxter. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, Baxter stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
For the running back. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain
after the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
51. Patriots 6.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. To throw again. Pittman. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Pittman goes underneath here to White. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
White. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the
operating from the gun, Pittman. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 43. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Pittman. That's caught left side by Jake Butt.
Pittman's pass.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 13-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. From the gun, Pittman. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football.
because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Number 37.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 5.
Here we go. Switch.
Today's finals, Washington.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for New England, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.